Hi all, this is Dr. Dave Maslock talking to you about peer proofreading and editing, or my peer proofreading and editing platform, reciprocity.com. Check it out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you think it's a great idea. I wanted to talk to you about why I think reciprocity is going to lower the costs of editing and actually make it more cost effective, or actually help editors actually make more money, and if this thing ever takes off. So the idea behind reciprocity, or one central idea behind reciprocity, is actually based on there's this notion in economics that is called transaction costs, and it's actually there's this whole literature on transaction cost economics. And once again, I teach strategy and organizations, innovation and entrepreneurship, a bunch of different topics at a major research school in the state of Florida. So there's the idea of transaction costs. And what a transaction costs are any of the frictions that exist when a buyer and seller meet in a marketplace. So if you think of information, and if you think of the idea of a report or an essay or a document as having transaction costs whenever you are trying to get something edited, right now it's actually really high in terms of the transaction costs. One of the reasons is that there's a lot of uncertainty about where to send the particular document to. So there is, you can send it to various different websites. You know, this is one of them, but I'm hoping that this is going to sort of change and become more central. So you can send it to different websites, or you can send it to people that you met along the way, or personal contacts, but there's actually a lot of very high transaction costs affiliated with that. And that's because it is difficult to trust the different websites that are available in terms of what's actually happening. The other thing is if you don't have the right personal contacts to build, a relationship to find somebody that's actually going to edit the work. Years ago, I actually got my mom. She was great in terms of helping out, but not everybody has a mom, right? So there's high transaction costs affiliated with getting your work edited. From the editor side, or from the other side, the supply side, there's actually a substantial amount of transaction costs there, because, and what I've found out over the last, about 2 years now of exploring this idea, is that there's a lot of people that want to do editing and they want to get involved, but they don't know where to start. So the problem is that the major sites or newspapers or anything like that, they have a very high threshold of getting into those websites, or getting into those newspapers, become an editor and learn the skills. So it's actually very high, and so the transaction cost for those particular individuals is quite high. The other thing is from the provider, right? So a newspaper, for example, they don't know who the individuals are, the editors are, so they have very high thresholds. They have to look at proven track records and stuff like that. So there's nothing available that allows you to interact and develop these skills as an editor and get better. The sort of closest thing from that side is just, volunteering your time or something along those lines, which is great, but there's no way to demonstrate that you're actually getting better over time and you're getting progress, or you're developing any particular progress as an editor. So if you think this is a cool idea, and you yourself has sort of suffered from the high transaction costs within this domain, check out reciprocity.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've learned anything today. And thank you so much, and take care. Bye.